How are you doing, everybody? My name is Cole Martins, and thank you guys for tuning into this video. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and the last race before the end of the round of 16, which was held at Dover International Speedway for the Citizen Soldier 400. Again, this is the last race of the round of 16, so after this race, we'll be down to 12 drivers remaining in the NASCAR playoffs in the Sprint Cup Series. As right now, only 2 drivers are locked in with wins in the round of 16. Those 2 drivers right now are Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick. This was a very entertaining race, probably about till the halfway point as things got a little boring at that point. But again, a lot of interesting things happened that had some messed up scenarios into the chase. So to start off, to talk a little bit about the race, as Brad Keselowski started off on the pole in this one, and we're not holding that pole for very long, as the winner, already a winner in the round of 16, Martin Truex Jr. trying to play spoiler and take away an automatic advance for one of the drivers who might need to get a lock in the chase. He took the lead on lap number 6. Then we go to lap 24 as fellow Toyota driver Kyle Busch would pass Truex and take the lead in this one. Then things start getting really interesting for some of the chase drivers, as on lap 33 a caution would come out as Kevin Harvick had smoke coming out of the bottom of his car. And as you already know, though, he is locked into the chase, so he was got a free pass. He can do whatever he wants in the round of 16, but his car would have a failure. He would get back on the track, but he would not finish very well in this race. Then we had to lap, also going on that caution as well, as Larson had some power issues in his car, another driver that was in the chase, so he ended up going a couple laps down because of that, because they had tried fixing it. So bad luck for him, as he was dropped out of the chase at that point. Then we had to lap 127, where Truex would end up getting the lead back once again from Kyle Busch, that was. And then we go to lap 182, where again Larson would have some more trouble, as he'd end up hitting the wall, losing a couple more laps, and hurting his chance to get back into the chase even more. And then we had to lap 189, where Jimmie Johnson would take the lead on the restart over Martin Truex Jr., but it seemed like those two had the best cars out there all day long. But then a couple laps later on lap 193, Jamie McMurray, another chase driver, engine blows up after saying he was losing some cylinders about 20 laps before that. The car finally decided to give in, and he was in the chase at that point, but after his engine blowing up, that knocked him right out of the chase, and his dream for his first ever championship have gone out the window. Then, interesting thing happened on lap 279, as Jimmie Johnson, who was in the lead coming into pit lane, was caught with too many men over the wall. That caused him to have to come back in under green flag, which put him a lap down and gave Truex the lead right back. And that also happened to Larson when he was getting his power fixed. He had too many men over the wall, which caused him to go 2 laps down, as he had to pit under green flag. But then after Johnson's little thing, it was green flag for 200 laps at the end of the race, which can cause some pretty boring racing. And Truex would end up picking up his second victory in the round of 16 and his 4th victory on the season, as well as there's only 6 cars to finish this race on the lead lap. So if that tells you how dominant his car was, it was very, very dominant, as I think he won the race over Kyle Busch by over 8 seconds in that one. But if you didn't watch at the end, though, he had Johnson right behind him pretty much for the last 40 laps, as Johnson, I believe, had a strong enough car to beat Truex, but the penalty, over the wall penalty, hurt Jimmie Johnson, and it seems like it's been a season all year as he's been struggling to stay up front. But Martin Truex Jr. picking up his 4th victory of the year and looking probably like the favorite right now, heading into the round of 12 for the championship. Now for our results for this race. Finishing in first is Martin Truex Jr. Second was Kyle Busch. Third, Chase Elliott. Fourth, Brad Keselowski. Fifth, Matt Kenseth. Sixth, Joey Logano. Seventh, Jimmie Johnson. Again, only 6 cars finished on the lead lap, so Johnson was the first car a lap down and probably could have took his lap back, but wasn't really too worried about it, knowing it was the end of the race and couldn't gain any positions anyways. 8th, Austin Dillon. 9th, Danny Hamlin. And in 10th place, Jeff Gordon. If you don't know, well, Jeff Gordon, he's driving an 88 car, so had a good first ever top 10 in the 88 car as well. So congratulations to Jeff Gordon and finally getting a good finish filling in for Dale Earnhardt Jr. 13th, Tony Stewart. 14th, Carl Edwards. 15th, Kurt Busch. 25th, Chris Buescher. And in, I believe it was the 25th, Kyle Larson. 37th, Kevin Harvick would finish after being about 40 laps down, and Jimmie McMurray finishing in last place in 40th. Then we have our points after the round of 16. Martin Truex would finish first with his 2 victories. Kevin Harvick would finish in second with his 1 victory. Then the rest had to get in by points, as Kyle Busch would finish third, Matt Kenseth would finish fourth, Phil Logano finished fifth, Chase Elliott finished sixth, Brad Keselowski in seventh, Kurt Busch in eighth, ninth Denny Hamlin, 10th Carl Edwards, 11th Jimmie Johnson, and in 12th Austin Dillon. And that is where the cutoff line would be, and these 12 drivers will be moving on to the next round of the playoff in the Sprint Cup Series. And the 4 drivers that will have been eliminated: Tony Stewart, who is in his final year of Sprint Cup Series racing, so sad to hear he is eliminated, but he can now enjoy his last 7 races and just try to go for a win and add on some more stats to his Hall of Fame career. Kyle Larson finished in 14th, Jamie McMurray in 15th, and Chris Buescher will finish in 16th. Then next week we head to Charlotte Motor Speedway as we go to the Bank of America 500. That race will be on October 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBC, so we're going to get to see some Saturday night racing. Always fun to watch those. Winner in the spring, of course, who else but Martin Truex Jr., so a guy who's already looked dominant so far in this chase format. He's got another chance as he dominated the race in the spring in Charlotte at the Coca-Cola 600, where he led 393 of 400 laps in that one. So he might, if he has the same car, he might be able to do that again. We'll have to see what happens on Saturday night. And last year's winner of this race was Joey Logano, and that was his only win here at the track. Same Martin Truex Jr., their first ever wins at Charlotte. So those two trying to look for a win and be able to advance to the round of 8 with a victory next week. Other drivers in the chase that have won here at Charlotte: Carl Edwards, who won here in 2005. He has 1 win there. Kevin Harvick with 3 wins at Charlotte. His last win there was in 2014. Jimmie Johnson with 7 wins at Charlotte. His last win there was 2014. Brad Keselowski have 1 win there, and that was in 2013. Matt Kenseth with 2 wins at Charlotte. His last one was in 2011. And Kurt Busch with 1 win there, and his last one was in 2010. So 8 out of the 12 drivers have had a victory here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So it'll be interesting to see who could pick up the victory this coming Saturday. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to leave any comments below, who do you think coming in the round 12 has the best chance of winning the chase? Who do you think is going to win the race at Charlotte? Whatever else you guys want to talk about, I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. Just comment below. You can also follow me on Twitter at ColeMartin57. I like to talk about what's going on during the race. Usually all around the week I like to talk about anything sports-wise. So if you guys just want to add me a tag, or tag me I should say. And I'd love to talk to you guys, hear what you guys got to say. If you guys would please, if you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to see some more of my NASCAR videos or other videos that I post, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. But that's it for this video, so thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.